Radhakrishnan ji, a great teacher for all of us. This particular event of Agrovon 2021 is being seen as a effort by all the students across the country in various institutes, including the one where I have studied at FMS Delhi. I am an alumni of FMS Delhi. I am also been studying in XLRI, Jamshedpur, NITI, Mumbai, and then ISB Hyderabad, where I have undergone study. At the same time, the learning has been a continuous process, and I always believe that pursuit of progress is endless among the youth of our country, and especially in agriculture. Despite pandemic, despite the economy showing a downward trend, agriculture fortunately has seen a positive trend of little more than 3%. It's a very optimistic, sign for our country. And the recent farm laws also enacted and been there are going to help, especially in supply chain management, where Mr. P.K. Swain I have heard a number of times being talking about, and he is an authority on this subject when talking about the APMC Act, of talking about all the hurdles which have been taken care of by the government of India in removing, the middlemen and seeing that the farmer gets a remunerative price. Dhanuka Agritech Limited is one of the sponsors in this event for selecting the best manager, where number of institutes like IIM Ahmedabad, IIT, and even some foreign countries also people have participated. In fact, 487 participants have registered, and out of them 10 we have selected as the best, and among 10 also in the review process today from 3 to 5 p.m. we'll be taking the best out of them. I repeatedly say that, you see, unleashing the potential, unleashing the hidden potential which is there in every person. Generally, people work on only 70% of the potential, that is the study. 70% of the potential which is available with them. It is the duty of we people in HR that we make these people to work up to 90 to 95% of their total potential. I wish the best. As far as Dhanuka is concerned, we are in crop protection business, one among the first 10. However, we are working across the country from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. We have approximately 500 workers on the field, and another 1,500 people are there on the agriculture extension, which is now the prime motive of ours. We have approximately 10 million, which is 1 crore farmer on our data list, which we are contacting through our call center, which we have created within the organization. And the scientific extension of disseminating technology in the land has been the prime objective of the organization. I wish all the best to the team NIAM and for the future in bringing the talent in the country, and for the agri industry, input industry, fertilizer, seed, fertilizer, and crop protection. All are the recruiters from this institute. I've stayed in the institute guest house also a number of times, not once, and had been, in fact, Dr. Kamal Mathur, who was the director earlier, he is no more now. He is from the same alumni firm where I am from. He studied and passed out from FMS Delhi. And then Dr. Hema Yadav now she has been to Vemnicom Pune. And now Dr. Mittal, even though I have not met, but I will be more than happy to interact with him. Thank you all once again, and wish you all the best for a grand success of this event.
Thank you, Kamal Kumar Sahab, and convey our best wishes to your group chairman, Mr. R.G. Agrawal ji. Thank
Yes,
you very
sir.
much.
He received your call. He talked to me early in the morning, and he said today he is going to Krishi Bhavan. Maybe if he finds time, he will definitely talk to you. And in case if you are available, subject to your availability, he was also trying in the morning, but somehow we could not connect to
Most
each
welcome.
other.
Most welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your address. Now, we would like to call upon Mr. MC Dominic, founder and editor-in-chief, Krishi Jagran. He is our eminent media partner for the entire Agrovon 2K21. Mr. MC Dominic, managing director, DSR Agri Media and editor-in-chief of Krishi Jagran and Agriculture World. He is the awardee of Media Entrepreneurship Excellence Award. Mr. Dominic, sir, can we have you with the audience? Sir, you are on mute.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, now we can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. It is really an opportunity for Krishi Jagaran to come forward to support the event of NIAM. And we really appreciate the way the industry is going up. I just want to bring to you notice only two things. See, one thing that is lacking in agri segment is that an agri media. You just look at it. Anywhere our media is working, you can think of politics. If they're not having good politicians, if there was not a good political media, there would not have been good business entrepreneurs coming up unless there was a good business media. Think of the sports media, think of the entertainment media. But we all claim that 80% of the Indian population earlier, now maybe 50%, engaged in agriculture. Do they have a media? And I can tell you, today agri media can afford good entry level professionals. And I am also happy to say we have students from NIAM today with us. Here, what I want to say, one thing I want to say, what is actually lacking? I can just to tell you one thing. Today, many of you talked about giving a smile on the farmer's face. Did any one of us think of glamorizing a farmer? What is actually everyone want to look at is how they can be glamorized. We think of Neeraj when he got the award. I want to know, did any of us think of his background? Or did anyone of the agri industry go and interview his father, showing that this is the vegetables they grow? Maybe, I do not know, Sijanda would have talked about Neeraj eats their tomato. Maybe. See, unless we begin to glamorize the agriculture, I don't think they will get the proper recognition. If the farmer gets glamorized like a film star, like a businessman, I think they will love to have more of interest in the agriculture. Why the people come to city to get a recognition? We give farmer discount, many other opportunities. We try to give the best quality seed, best fertilizer, best pesticide, everything. But have we ever thought about his inner feelings to be recognized? I think the industry should think of in that way. And a day when comes, when maybe our cricket captain hit a sixer, instead of boost, they may used to say, this is the milk from the Panipat dairy that gave him the energy. You see, basically a man's strength comes from the food he consumes. But why we are not able to bring out maybe the Savannah seeds or East Burst, all of them have a good, power to strengthen this industry, means the farmer. You can talk about what are the seeds. Okay, you may say it is a small holding farmer, you cannot do one. But now I think we can think of FPOs. One FPO can take one area to cultivate a particular seed or vegetable, whatever maybe. The same way, I do not know, maybe veg grow think of saying that, okay, this is the person who have achieved, maybe in the NIAM, the man who gets the first rank this year, he can say, okay, my strength, my intellect come from the village where East West seeds are grown. I eat their products. So see, we have to, I think, brand each company, their seed, vegetables, and every product. If once can brand that through a farmer or their children who become big achievers, I think it will change. And you can just see, I think the industry should take an initiative. I'm not saying you support Krishi Jagran. Think of supporting some media of your local area which has been recognized and appreciated, and let there be a agri media who exclusively promote the agri institutions, agri companies, and make the farmer the ultimate person glamorous and their children glamorous. And I think if we can take that initiative, you see, and I tell you, for the students, the content in agriculture is going to be the biggest opportunity for the students to enter into journalism and other way. You see, any organization need good content writers today. And there you can see, I can tell you one small example. Today, Krishijan is a Limca Book of Record holder. And at times our website get 1 lakh visitors the same day. And I can tell you, one of the biggest media group even has filed a case against us because the traffic we could bring in, they say their name used. And you know, in digital platform, no name is irrelevant. It is the content quality is relevant to get it. So if Krishi Jagran can get 1 lakh visitor farmers in one day to their platform, the industry, the institutions can think what the power agri media can bring in. I just want our eminent leaders here think of how we can bring forward a strong media house as a spokesperson for the industry to glamorize the farmer and for the institutions. That's all. Thank you from my part, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for your innovative idea, sir. It was our immense pleasure to have you on board. Now I would like to welcome Mr. Kiran Naik, co-founder Vigro, who has been in the alumnus of IIT Madras. Despite being an engineering graduate, he decided to enter the agriculture sector by co-founding Vigro, which is in the business of fresh fruits and vegetables with an addressable market size of $43 billion. Mr. Kiran Naik, sir, the stage is yours.
Sure. Thanks for the introduction. Good morning, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to be part of Agrovon 2021. So basically, this is me, Kiran Naik, co-founder of Vigro. And I would like to thank NIAM for organizing this beautiful fest, giving Vigro the opportunity to be part of it. As most of us know, that Vigro is a farm fresh B2B market for fruits and vegetables. And also Vigro is a tech platform partnering with farmers, aggregating supply and selling to organized demand through partnership. So, so how did the journey of a small startup like Vigro started, right? It started around 2 years ago. And yes, being an IIT, and even my parents were like, how can you go and sell vegetables, right? So that is when we actually believed in us. We believed in ourselves that success will actually come. We were patient with the results. We have gone through a lot of hardships while building this kind of a company. And we ensured success will actually come to us. And in the success that we have achieved, students' part has been remarkable, especially from the institution NIAM, where students like Chetan has really outperformed and really been with us through the thick and thin, right? Throughout the pandemic, throughout in the sun and the rain, people have been really part of us, really helped us grow to where we would have grown today. Such a small startup going into almost 18 states today and really being active in most of the markets, helping farmers ensure that they sell at a very good prices, right? That is a good achievement to have got. And coming to the students again, we are really happy to be sponsoring Agrovon 2021 and to be part of this, where students from across the country are actually coming and participating in the contests that we are giving out. And we are pleased to offer winners also direct entry to the pre-placement interviews for the final year students, and also interviews for the first year students for the internships along with us. Internships with Vigro is not just an internship where you just come do some project and understand a few things and make a report and go. It's basically coming and starting and working on a business along with us. And we give a very good amount of ownership to almost all the possible interns, and help them really understand how the business actually works. And equally, they also have been really reciprocating good amount of the way they have been really responding to us has been really great. And the way organizations like NIAM, ICAR, NAM, and Manage have been, and other colleges like Vamnicom and IIPM, and some other colleges like IIBM, Bikaner, and many other colleges actually have been really supporting us. Really overwhelming to see such kind of great support to startups in India right now. And so I'm actually super excited to actually be part of this Agrovon event 2021, and to be able to sponsor such an event, and to bring out an event where what should Shifu do ideally, right? So we have got humongous amount of response from many colleges, IIMs, IITs, all the different colleges which have taken names from, right? So really happy, and congratulations guys to whoever got selected. And yeah, I think break a leg. Thanks for giving me opportunity to speak here.
Thank you so much, sir. Indeed, we are immensely elated to hear from you, and we look forward to strengthen our relationship further. Now we invite Professor S.K. Barai, Director, BITS Pilani. Professor Sudhir Kumar Barai in 1995 obtained PhD from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, India. He has published more than 225 plus research papers in leading international journals and conferences in his research fields. Director, sir, can we have you on stage with us?
Thank you so much. I hope you can hear me. Can you just confirm, please?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's indeed a great pleasure for me to be present for Agrovon 2021. This is, I think, the 5th edition of the program. To be very honest, on this occasion when I'm present, the credit goes to Mr. P.K. Swine and Professor Mittal. They have been extremely warm and very hospitable individuals. I could not say no to them, but it is indeed definitely a pleasure. This particular fest, and of course the warm welcome to chief guest, Mr. Vinod Yadav, and our guest of honor along with me, Mr. Sanjeev Chadda, and other all dignitaries and the student participants virtually, and really they are present there in the campus. I can understand what are the challenges are there to function from the campus and when everybody else is away. I can congratulate all the team members for successfully pulling off this whole event, and the way the opening ceremony has started. It shows that the show ahead is going to be far better than what it is now. So I'm sure about that. To just begin, like sharing my thoughts very quickly, as I come from BITS Pilani. Before that, I worked for IIT Kharagpur for 21 years. I am currently on Lien at BITS Pilani, and 2 organizations of a different kind. One is a government institute where I work. Now I'm in a private institute where I'm working. Each institute and each academic establishment has its own strengths and weaknesses. But the bottom line is one only, that both the institution has the students, the way NIAM has the students. And students, I always look at them as like a glue to the industry academia interaction. If that glue does not exist, this fest will not exist. And if this fest is actually is a real solid bond between the industry and academia. And I'm very happy that Agrovon, where the students are really putting their heart and soul into it, and trying to bring this fest to all of us, particularly the academia, particularly the corporate houses, the industries, and of course, the huge participation from the students community. As rightly somebody has said very beautifully, that the studies will always happen. Studies will always happen in wherever you are, in whatever academic institute you would be. But poetically, somebody has said very beautifully that धूप में निकलो, बहारों में नहाकर देखो, जिंदगी क्या है किताबों को हटाकर देखो. And this is what is actually all about the fest. They are just stepping out of the books, the kind of a curriculum, the structures and everything what they study. Beyond that, now they are coming out. But the beauty about the NIAM and the curriculum what they provide, these kind of subjects which they learn, Actually, this fest gives them a fantastic opportunity to all the students, just be it the finance, indirectly it's a fundraising, be it the organizational behavior as a part of the fest, you be it the human resources management, be it the social media handling, be it the creating a societal impact, be it the design, be it the analytics, be it also the what you call the marketing of the fest, and so all the courses which they have studied in the classroom, I think all that knowledge they are using it during the organization of this fest. You name everything, all the points you talk about, this is the hands-on experience for the students, and nothing like this kind of a fest can give them an opportunity. I'm very glad that all this learning, they are going to use it in a positive frame. And not only that, this gives them a huge outreach in terms of beyond the classroom to connect with the industry, to understand through the various events they are conducting, whether it's about the case studies or the competitions or whatever they are conducting, or business plans and all that, actually gives us opportunity to look or to think out of box. And who can ignore, without food nobody can survive. Let me just tell you that food is the basic thing. Everybody talks about roti, kapda or makan, and roti is the main thing. Okay, and this is somewhere where I fully agree with Mr. Dominic what he said. We definitely need the agri marketing or agri media. Okay, nobody has talked about it, what I eat, and I became a director of the institute. Okay, I wish somebody would have come to me and said, ask me. I would have said, कि मैंने XY company का आटा खाया है, something like that. So it's like that. So what I'm trying to say is, the time has come that we start thinking out of box. We start thinking in a sense where we create an impact to a larger extent. And let me just tell you that at BITS Pilani, and I'm sure at NIAM also, everyone looks at it that beyond the basic curriculum, beyond the learning, looking for the placement, job, whatever it is there, but we need to create the citizens who are socially relevant. We want them to create a societal impact. They should change the lives of the people. They are the future. These are the people who are going to be a game changer for us. And I am sure this particular fest is going to give that platform to all of you, that where they would use their knowledge, their intellectual abilities, their drive, their passion for the right cause, creating a huge impact to the society. I wish a grand success to this Agrovon 2021. I'm sure their sweat and the hard work which has gone into this one will take them with the flying colors. So once again, I would like to thank NIAM for inviting me to this occasion. It has been a great privilege for me to be part of this on inaugural functions. I wish them all the best. Thank you so much. Once again, Mr. Swine, thank you so much for inviting me here once again. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Barai. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your wonderful words, sir. Now I would like to invite Mr. Sanjeev Chadda, sir, MD NAFED. He was a 1989 batch IFS officer of Odisha cadre. He has worked in sectors like health, social development, and empowerment of scheduled castes and tribes. After a brief stint in Ministry of Defense, he joined NAFED in June 2016 and is striving for the financial turnaround of the organization and building strong interface with farmers of the country in pulses and oilseed sector. Mr. Sanjeev Kumar, sir, please you may proceed, sir.
Thank you. Good morning to all. Let me first thank my friend Mr. Swan for inviting me to this event. I'm traveling right now, and forgive me if the signal is not clear. Let me first congratulate NIAM for organizing this wonderful event, Agrovon 2021, and despite pandemic restrictions. And I think now it's a new beginning when NIAM starts functioning in full strength. As introduced by Mr. Swan, you know, NAFED is a National Agriculture Marketing Cooperative Federation at the apex level. So I'll just briefly tell you what we do. We procure oil seeds at MSP from farmers. Last 4 or 5 years, we have done record procurement from farmers at MSP. And during pandemic, this has been a huge help to the farmers in the rural sectors. When nothing was moving, still we opened large number of centers pan-India and procured pulses and oilseeds from farmers of the country. We also distributed pulses to over 20 crore poor families under National Food Security Act. And this was a huge challenge for all of us. As you are aware, we are present all over India. In all the states we work. And the young students who are part of this event today, so I'll share with you that NAFED, besides working in the agri-marketing sector, we also work very closely with our Additional Secretary, Mr. Swan, and we implement the FPO scheme. We form FPOs under the central sector scheme of 10,000 FPOs announced by Honorable Prime Minister. We are also one of the organizations along with NABARD and NCDC and SFHC. So the real purpose of linking the farmers with the market, so the gap which we otherwise have, that is being bridged through cooperatives, through FPOs very successfully. And last 5 years, as already said, NAFED experienced a turnaround. We were almost getting closed, but still we could clear the outstanding amount of the banks, and now we are a vibrant organization making profits. So this has been possible because of the dedication of our staff. So here we have added, last 4 to 5 years, we have added our young managers from IIM Ahmedabad, IIM Bangalore, organizations like Vamnicom, and now I'm very happy to announce here that we are going to add NIAM also in this series, and we will be doing our campus interviews in NIAM also, and some of you would be joining us in our journey to serve the farmers of the country. So once again, now I thank NIAM team for inviting me to this event, and I hope this event will be a huge success, and NAFED would be part of all the events whatever NIAM organizes in the coming academic calendar. So when the institute opens, I'll be very happy to visit the institute also and share our experience with you all in the classroom also. So once again, I thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sanjeev Sahab, and you'll be most welcome to NIAM, and we'll be awaiting your visit to NIAM. Thank you. Thank you once again for kindness.
Thank you so much, sir. Indeed, we are very much honored to have you on board with us in Agrovon 2K21. Now, last but not the least, one of our eminent dignitaries present in the house, Mr. Vinod Yadav, ex-chairman and CEO of Indian Railway Board. He previously started.
Thank you, sir, for joining us. I am really personally grateful to you for joining us. And sir, we'll be looking forward to many more sessions with you. And thank you, sir, very much, and for kindly agreeing to presiding over this session. With all your permission, I'll be leaving now for ministers' meeting. We have a chief ministers conference. So just starting at 11:30, I'll be going to the conference room because minister will be presiding. So I may be excused. So I once again extend a very hearty welcome to our chairman of this chief guest of this session today. Once again, thank you.
Thank you.
Hearty welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Swan. Before you leave, I just want to thank you. And you have been talking to me for quite a long time to join this session. And I'm extremely happy to join this session because this 1.5 hour session has been really very good for me for learning about this sector. So thank you very much, Mr. Swan.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you all the participants. Thank you all our guests today from all over India. Thank you all the students who have joined. Thank you.
Thank you so much, DG sir. Thank you to all the dignitaries who have been present with us for 1.5 hours of our inaugural ceremony. We also extend our heartiest thanks to Shri P.K. Swain, DG CCS NIAM, Dr. Ramesh Mittal, Director CCS NIAM PGDM ABM, Shri S.R. Singh, Deputy Director CCS NIAM PGDM ABM, Dr. Shuchi Mathur Ma'am, Assistant Director PGDM ABM, the entire Agrovon student committee who has worked tirelessly day in and day out to work and make this event a grand success. Also, we would like to extend our Media ENIAM team of our batch to kindly to have with us and support all throughout through their posters and promotional activities. We also extend our heartiest thanks to Krishi Jagran team for being our media partner. And I also would like to invite Mr. Ramesh Mittal sir to kindly give a formal vote of thanks to all our dignitaries present.
Yeah, before that, we have to invite our chief guest for the blessing, please. So please invite them.
Yes, sir. Sir, I would like to invite Mr. Vinod Yadav, sir, ex-chairman and CEO of Indian Railway, to address the House.
Sir, please. Sir, welcome, sir. Vinod Yadav, sir. Sir, welcome, sir.
Mr. Yadav, you are on mute.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, sir.
So, good morning to everyone. It has been a pleasure to participate in this event. And as I was telling Mr. Swine, because Mr. Swine was leaving, so that's why I was trying to talk to him for a little bit. So it really gives me pleasure to join this event. And as I mentioned, it has been a learning process for me to also know about this sector, as we know that agriculture is one of the most important sector in the country. And we really need to do something about this sector. And these budding managers who are studying in NIAM, actually it is in their hands. Whenever they join different sectors, they will be able to make a lot of changes for the sector. Agriculture sector, to my mind, as a layman, I can say that we need to work out on introduction of new technology and innovation, so that if we can improve the productivity and we can improve the quality of the product. So that is one part. The second part is basically marketing. We will have to offer various types of processed products to the market. And then the next item, to my mind, comes the supply chain. Because the products, the agricultural products which are being produced in various parts of the country, especially the far-flung area, hilly area, northeastern sector. So those products have to be transported to consumer side. And for that purpose, for last 2 years, government has really done some work, including it was first time Kisan Rail was started, as Mr. Swine was mentioning. So it has really helped in supply chain that the products from the far-flung area can be transported to a long distance in an economical way, and that has given really some benefit to this sector. Similarly, some of the civil aviation sector also, they started some flights, especially from the northeastern states, from where they can bring the product. So supply chain is important. Then comes the food processing. Basically, there are many types of agricultural products. They need to be processed, and there the government has been taking a lot of steps to see that the food processing industry is set up near the availability of agricultural products. So taking into consideration all these important components, which is introduction of technology for improving productivity, improving the quality of product, supply chain management, marketing, and then the processing. Processing also, there is a lot of scope in introducing the new technology. So basically, I will request all these budding managers, when they are really going to the field and working, we need to think as a society, and we need to have an overall picture of the sector. And when I say overall picture, basic issue is that the farmers who are producing this product, we need to do something that their income increases many-fold. How they can be benefited, that they can send their product to the market center in an efficient manner, how these products can be given to the food processing industry, and how these farmers, their income can be increased many-fold. And it was being rightly pointed out that we need to really glamorize the farmers the people who are producing these products. And as we all know, the food products are so important. Everybody needs food items. But the farmers who are really producing the agricultural products, really there is a lot of scope to improve their condition. And I request all these budding managers that when they really go to the industry, go to the various sectors, they should keep it in mind the responsibility as a good society member. And basically, we should think in terms of interest of our country. And when we are thinking for the interest of this sector, agriculture sector, to my mind, the most important item is that we should think about the interest of the farmers who are producing this agriculture product. And therefore, we need to do something that the income of these these farmers increases. The farmers are being provided the latest technology so that the productivity increases and the quality of products increases. I really congratulate Team NIAM to organize these type of B-Fest Agrovon 2021, which is 5th in series. I have gone through the 9 events which had been listed, and it really it's very important, and it really gives opportunity to these young students to implement whatever they have taught in the classroom. They will be able to implement all those ideas. So it's a very, very good event. I really feel very happy to be part of this event, and during 1.5 hours, really I have been able to learn a lot about this sector. I congratulate Team NIAM to organize such a good event, Agrovon 2020, and I wish all the success to this event. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I'll be also leaving because I have to also go to a meeting. So thank you very much for inviting me, and thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your time and your blessings, sir. Thank you, sir. Now it's time to vote of thank. And yesterday I was just thinking, what is the meaning of this vote of thank? So I just called to one of my friend. He's a vice chancellor, and I said, why we people are saying this vote of thank. Then we discussed, yesterday night, and I came to know for a very good thing. I just want to share. Although it is a tradition, custom, at the last we used to say vote of thank, but things were very interesting yesterday. Vote of thank is basically our vote is very, very important. You know very well, and we just want to give our vote to our near and dear people, wherever it comes, as per requirement. So that is why when we say thanks to only our near and dear people who are very close to us, who have given the blessing, contributed, and they have given remarkable time to you, basically. And that is why what we say, it is vote of thank. Otherwise, we could say only thanks, but we are saying vote of thank. So, मैं आप सभी यहाँ पर जो हमारे मुख्य अतिथि हैं, विशेष तौर पर श्री विनोद यादव साहब, जो कि एक्स चेयरमैन एंड सीईओ ऑफ इंडियन रेलवे बोर्ड के रहे हैं, उनको मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं कि उन्होंने बहुत ही कम समय के अंदर हमें एग्री किया और हमें समय दिया, हमारे स्टूडेंट्स को ब्लेसिंग दी और हमारे यहाँ चीफ गेस्ट बनने के लिए वो एग्री हुए और उन्होंने पूरा कार्यक्रम ज्वाइन किया. सो सर, I just want to say very, very thanks from my heart of the, bottom of my heart. You have expressed in a very right manner, like supply chain and especially this Kisan rail. Two things are very, very important, and Indian agribusiness is required. Indian agriculture required these things. And here I would like to say one more important thing. Our Director General and Additional Secretary Shri P.K. Swain sir has chosen 3 stars basically, and all are shining star in their field. For example, Shri Vinod Yadav sir, under his leadership, this Indian Railway Board has taken the new pace, as sir has already told about this. This Kisan Rail has been started in this period, and he has focused on this supply chain related issues, which is very, very important for the agriculture sector. So thank you, sir. Now one more shining star, Shri Sanjeev Chadda sir, MD, NAFED. He is again very shining star. If you look at in his period, NAFED has come up like anything, and it is showing his presence in the countrywide, and it is helping to the farmers as well as the other stakeholders in the country. So in spite of, although he is present in Jammu and Kashmir, he is having difficulty to connect himself in this program, but still he has spared some time, and really I admire, I appreciate, sir, your valuable time to attend and to become guest of honor for the program and given the blessing to our students and other stakeholders. Thank you very much, sir. Now, one more shining star very near to my heart, Professor S.K. Barai, Director BITS Pilani. You know very well the BITS Pilani name. Even I remember when I was talking to the Shri P.K. Swain sir, I lived in USA for 6 years. That was in 92, 96. And when I reached over there, that was, initially I was starting my career in my life. So New York-based company and Manhattan, I was used to live. So, all my neighborhood, my neighbors, basically, I met more than 30 people, and they were all passed out from the BITS Pilani only. And they were in the top 10 American companies. So that kind of, look at the kind of flag which was, flying of the BITS Pilani in rest of the world. And most of the big positions were captured by the Indian only. So credit goes to BITS Pilani. So sir is also, having the campus director, and this BITS Pilani is growing, and they are very close to my heart as well as the NIAM. Always his blessing is with us. So thank you, sir, for your valuable time. Thank you, sir. I just want to say thanks to Mr. Dominic, founder of editor in the chief, Krishi Jagran. Very well, he has said, like, the Krishi is looking for the right kind of journalism, so more people can come up, and we have to help farmers. And you cannot think about the agriculture without Indian farmer. Our agrarian economy, if you look at the COVID period, only agriculture sector has proved we are self-sustainable. So that is very important remark which was given by the Mr. Dominic, who's the founder of Krishi Jagran, and he has given a lot of support to this program, to my students, to this Agrovon. I just want to say thank you, Mr. Dominic, for their kind support. Thank you very much. I want to thanks to Mr. Kamal Kumar, advisor Dhanuka Agritech Limited, and Mr. Agrawal sir also. Their blessing is always with NIAM. They have given their time, and you can look at like the kind of qualification and experience Shri Kamal Kumar Sahab has. And in spite of the lot of qualification, he's so humble, and the kind of things he is ready to admire. And it's rightly he said, the learning is a continuous process, and each and everyone should try to learn. It doesn't matter what is his age and what is his qualification and what is his gender also, because now we people are talking about the gender equality, and this agriculture contribute lot of for the gender equality also, where women are proving themselves. Now I would like to say thanks to Mr. Kiran Nayak, co-founder WeGrow, for their contribution to continuously support to this organization, to our students also. I just want to say thanks, Ms. Bhavna Nirmal, Head Business Development, Syngenta Foundation India. We have very long association, very great association with Syngenta Foundation. They are working very well, and I hope so this contribution and association will grow later on also, right from the, not today, even continuously will grow and will help each other in the interest of farmers. I just want to say thanks to Mr. Prabhat Patro, Head HR East West Seeds International Private Limited. Continuously they are supporting to our students, to NIAM, for their internship, for their placement. And I hope this will continue, and we are getting their support in this respect. I just want to say thanks to Mr. Vinayak Raman Sharma, Vice President Marketing Field Crop, Seedworks International Private Limited. We have met many times, and I really appreciate their concern for the agri sector. It is not only commercial, but it is philanthropic also. They are, keeping in their mind each and everything. Now, profit is one concern, but, right kind of student, right kind of education, right kind of institute, and social responsibility is also in their mind. So I really appreciate Mr. Vinayak Raman sir. And I appreciate and thanks to Mr. Hardeep Singh ji, Vice President Sales and Marketing at Venture Group, who was continuously supporting to NIAM and their students. It doesn't matter whether it is Agrovon or maybe the internship or maybe the campus placement or whatever it is. So I really admire all these companies who has contributed a lot for this organization since last 33 years. And this is very remarkable. They are appreciating NIAM students, and they are all potential, students, and they are future techno managers in the field of agribusiness. And wherever we go, wherever we talk, we listen. Our students are doing great. Now, not the last, but it's my duty to thanks to our beloved Shri P.K. Swain sir, who's as a Director General NIAM, is a part of NIAM and is a mentor. He's a teacher. He's a professor also. But as a Joint Secretary, as an Additional Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare, he's a very busy person. But still, day and night, even 24 hours, he is nurturing this organization. I really, from the bottom of my heart, I just want to say thanks for your time, your vision, your mission, and your leadership. Under your leadership, this institute is taking new height. And today, I think in the NIAM history, this is the first Agrovon program. I admit myself, this is the first Agrovon program where the three very major chief guest and guest of honor and big companies has joined, and they have contributed a lot. All credit goes to our Shri P.K. Swain sir, who is the father of agriculture marketing. More than 11 years he has spent in this field, and he is an authority in this field. And whenever he speaks, we try to listen, because we know very well the learning is a continuous process. It doesn't matter how much you have learned. Apart from that, I just want to say thanks to NIAM faculty and staff members. They have been day and night. They have contributed a lot. All kind of arrangement they have made in regard of this IT related facilities, or maybe the power backup, or all kind of arrangements. And my students, which are very near, and it's like lifeline for the organization. Basically, we can't think, NIAM existence without our students. They are from the pan India basis or brilliant student through this CAT and CMET. They are joining this organization. They are keeping our flag high and high with their, responsibilities around the country, not only the country, even world. Now they are getting the international placements also. So all nice and very talented future managers from the NIAM. I just want to say thanks to all of them. Even yesterday, whole night they have worked to make the success of this event. So I just want to say thanks to all the kids of this NIAM, and they are going with the future manager. I'm saying kids because they are my students and they are learning right now. But after that, they are going to join the field, and they are the potential future manager, techno future manager in the agribusiness management. And I hope that they'll keep NIAM flag very high with their talent, their intelligence, and their wisdom. They are very, very workaholic, and that is why I always appreciate their work. I just want to appreciate and thanks to all the agribusiness companies who are here, but the companies who are not here, but they are supporting continuously NIAM for the internship, for the placement, and many more events. Without their presence in the campus, we cannot think for our postgraduate diploma in agribusiness management. With their blessing, with their help, with their support, our program is growing and taking new heights. And we say we people are just like a synonymous of IAMS in the field of agribusiness management, and all the companies are visiting. That is really appreciable and well appreciated by all the people. I just want to say thanks to the Ministry of Agriculture officials, TMI officials, Directorate of Marketing and Inspection, SFSC officials, and our alumni also.